been talking about mechanical keyboards for over 3 years. I've gained about 800,000 subscribers and gotten over 172 million video views and made enough money to pretty much live the life that I want to, all while talking about keyboards. Yeah, the stuff you type on. You own one. Crazy, right? But it took a lot more out of me than I wanted, especially my mental health, and these are the lessons that I learned along the way from 0 to 800k that I think you'll get a lot out of, and maybe you'll save yourself some mental anguish as well. So the channel I'm talking about is Switch and Click. My husband and I started it in 2020, and as you can tell, everything is a keyboard. Lots and lots of mechanical keyboards. In the beginning, everything sucks. The lighting sucks. Hi guys, welcome back to the Switch and Click. Today we'll be talking about the 5 different kinds of Razer mechanical switches. The audio sucks. The camera sucked. Heck, we were using in-camera audio. We were filming from the bedroom. The set was terrible. Everything was so bad. You heard the highway hum like right outside the door, and it was really bad. And that's normal. It's okay to suck in the beginning. Eventually, you just get better and better and better and better. In fact, it's almost liberating to suck because you know you'll improve really rapidly. It's like when you lift weights in your first year, you know you're gonna get all those novice gains, and like it's fast too. Eventually you start tapering off as you get more and more experience, but embrace the suck. It's awesome. Improving that quickly feels really good. But one big lesson I learned is to not get ahead of yourself too quickly. Instead of improving everything all at once, title, thumbnail, idea, hook, speaking to the camera, call to actions, brand deals, storytelling, improving everything all at once is too overwhelming, and that just burns you out. It burnt us out. So instead of that, try improving one thing every 3 to 5 videos. Your first 5 videos you can try just showing up. That's the improvement. Being consistent. The second 5 videos you can improve talking to the camera, looking at the camera. Maybe try an audio thing next time. Maybe try getting better edits, do better transitions, add better music, and there's this whole list of improvements. And if you make a ton of videos, improve one thing every 5 videos that just layer on each other, you're gonna be in for a much better time than if you just went 0 to 60 in like 3 videos. Anyways, after not sucking anymore and after slowly improving the audio and the camera and the speaking to the camera and everything, people started noticing. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Betty from Switch and Click, and I think 3 months into the Switch and Click journey, people started noticing, and there were good comments and there were also bad comments, because when you have people noticing you, you also get criticism. So one thing I learned is that you need to have the courage to be disliked and not be afraid to look dumb or be criticized, because no matter who you are, no matter how smart, how pretty, how not pretty, how dumb, how well-spoken, soft-spoken, how confident, how, I don't know, tall, short, anything, people are gonna attack you for everything and anything, because the internet is a cruel place, but it's also a great place. It's a place of really nice opportunity. But anyways, those people are gonna attack you, and those people are also gonna really like you, but keep in mind that none of that is for you, not the real you. All that stuff is pointed towards your online persona that you put off into the internet space. Derek Sivers talks about this as well, and I've learned this from personal experience, is that it's not you that they are loving or hating or commenting on. It is not really you. It's just some like cardboard cutout of you that you've projected out there that has a certain way of speaking and a certain personality and certain likes and dislikes, and that is the person that they are criticizing. So have the courage to be disliked. If you put yourself out there, you will be disliked, because that's just normal. We can't all make everybody happy. I used to be this person where I really tried to make everyone happy, except there was this one person who, no matter what I did, he just hated me. I don't even know what I did to like deserve that, but it bothered me for a really long time, and eventually I talked to someone and they said, you know, you can't satisfy everybody, right? Like, you can't be liked by everybody. It's almost impossible. And from that point on, I learned it's okay to be disliked. It's okay not to be liked by everybody. But it's the internet, it's nothing personal. If you do want to protect your energy, you can decide to not read the comments at all after a certain point in time. After a video escapes your audience and goes really viral, you get floods of comments that are just sort of mean, and that's when I protect myself. So the attention came in, but another great thing came in as well, and that was free products. So we were spending so much money on keyboards already. We were making budget videos, so we weren't spending like a ton of money, but it was a lot. It adds up. The next thing was how to get products to review from companies, because we're poor. Yeah, that's all I can say. So the one thing that you can do here is outbound emails. That means instead of waiting for the company to email you to say, hey, can you review this product, you go search for the company and email them and say, hey, my audience is showing a lot of interest in your products. They love keyboards. They're very interested in finding out more about your future products. Can you send them over to me so that I can review and make my audience aware of your newest products? So notice how with that, I didn't say, hi, my name is Betty and I have a YouTube channel about blah. It has to be coming from how can you provide value to the company? They don't care about you. Nobody knows you. Eventually, once you grow big enough, everyone knows you and they know your name and you get floods of emails coming in, but it is not like that at the beginning. So we started getting free products, started reviewing stuff for a full year. I never looked at analytics. I didn't know like what click-through rate was, what ABD did. I had no idea what to look at other than like, oh, hey, my views are going up. Oh, hey, here's some subscribers. And that was a superpower, but it was also a weakness, because when it became time to actually learn about the data and look at the data, there was a full year's worth of data to look back on and be like, oh, that thumbnail stood out. That idea did well. This retention thingy, whatever you did here, and eventually you start finding patterns amongst the data. And that's not possible if you only have like 3 videos out there. You need a lot of data points to have patterns. There's this concept that I learned recently called signal and noise from the book Anti-Fragile. Now I haven't read the whole book. I read a excerpt about signal and noise. So every time you check data, there's this inherent property of data where the more you check it, the more often it becomes noise. So let's say you have a full year's worth of videos and you check the data maybe once a month. Chances are that when you check the data, there will be something that stands out, and that is a real tangible signal that you can do something and take action. If you check every day, you'll get an inaccurate picture of what the real situation is like. It's like when you check the stock market and you check right now and you're like, oh no, the market's down. But you check the next hour and oh no, the market's up. Oh no, it's down again. Oh no, it's up. And it's like this constant wave of stuff. And if you take action on any of those things, you sell 1 hour, you buy the next, like it's a disaster, right? But if you check like once a year or once every 5 years, you get to see more trends and more data so that you can actually see the significant outliers, the statistically significant data that exists. And you need lots of data. Yeah. The point is, you need a lot of data points to see the signals, to see the patterns that matter. So next, upgrades. At the beginning, you can start off with free tools like the Canva free is great. The DaVinci Resolve is great. CapCut actually is really awesome as well. Eventually, you can upgrade if you want to, but the first upgrade that I do recommend is audio. No one wants to hear your highway hum. No one wants to hear your AC running or the fan or that, I don't know, anything. No one wants to hear the static and the noise. No, they want to hear your crispy voice in their ears because it's really bothersome when audio sucks. People would rather have bad video than bad audio. Now, after having good audio, you can think about lighting. Instead of getting a better camera, getting better lighting actually improves the quality and the look through the camera a ton. You don't have to spend like $1,000 on a big light. You can invest in a diffuser or some soft boxes, like just some kind of lighting upgrade. I bought like 2 of these $50 lights and we used them for a really long time with those diffuser boxes, and that worked great. And if you're in a pinch, natural light works really great. I only film at night, so I have to use a light. It's unfortunate. But eventually there was a new phase switch, right? We started looking at the data, started pulling in the patterns, started reading books, and stumbled upon a book called The YouTube Formula by Daryl Eves. And it changed the entire way that we saw YouTube. Instead of focusing on search, we now started focusing on the browse page, which is apparently where like 75% of the traffic is coming from. You open up YouTube, that's your browse page. You don't search in the bar all the time. You just get videos fed to you by the algorithm, and then more videos fed to you underneath or on the side through suggested. So that was a new focus. And with that came the entertainment era. It also meant that thumbnails and titles and packaging and ideas mattered so much more than just doing blah 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 keyboard review dash. This is so cool. Things got a lot more interesting. Ideas got a lot more complicated. We sat, we thought. It was hard to come up with ideas to make keyboards interesting because they're keyboards. But if you are testing, if you are coming up with ideas, that's good. The idea matters the most because you can always test the title and thumbnails later on. If you're testing them, you can use a tool called TubeBuddy. You need like the most expensive version to do A/B testing, but you get cool data and you get to see like, oh, it works. Like, did the red do better or did blue do better? Did this text do better or this one? And just do small changes at a time to just start figuring out like what's doing better. Eventually we figured out, oh, the keyboard at a certain angle with text in a certain place, with shadows in a certain area, with a certain glow and lighting. I mean, some people might say none of the thumbnails look photoshopped, but trust me, they've been fixed a lot. Because can you imagine that a full-size keyboard and a 60% keyboard and a medium-sized keyboard, they all fit into the same thumbnail rectangle? Like, that's impossible. So the browse days, the entertainment days, then came virality. We're hitting videos with millions of views and things got crazy. Things got really intense. They also got really stressful. One, I learned something about virality, and that it comes with a cost. Going viral means that you attract an audience that is completely different than the one you have now. So let's pretend this is the audience you have now. This is the viral audience. This audience now is the majority of your audience, and whatever video went viral is now the type of video that your audience expects from you in the future, because they didn't watch any of the videos you made prior. No, this audience watched those videos. This new audience expects the thing that went viral. That's what they want. It's okay to not want virality. That is what I learned. It's okay to stop chasing it. If you don't want it, that's okay. Sometimes you might get it even if you don't want it. So keep that in mind. Even if it hits you and you know you don't want to pursue that kind of content over and over and over again, it's okay to not do that. Things will go back to normal. It just takes time. I know it's scary. It was scary, it's stressful, but it was also really fun. I love those videos. They just make me laugh, but I also can't imagine making them ever again. The collabs are also really fun. Collabs are magical. YouTube is not a zero-sum game. There are no losers and winners. You can collaborate with others. You can link to their channels. They can link to yours. It's the tide rise all the ships, not just yours at the expense of others. It's not that kind of game. Collabs bring up everybody. It's great. Make friends. You are not their enemy. Like Thorfinn said, I don't have enemies. So virality, things got difficult, things got stressful, I got burnt out, and when things don't feel right, you can change it. And maybe right now you're doing like a roll with a script. You can change it to like streaming, cut that down, or improv, cut that down, or a full voiceover, or no script. You can do bullet points, you can do anything. Like, there are a ton of different ways to do videos, and if you don't like something, you can change it up. You can experiment, put that out there. It's okay to change. We're not stuck in our tiny little box, even if it sometimes feels like it. With experimentation though, know that you need to experiment without expectations. When you experiment, things are likely to fail. Why? Because it's an experiment. You don't know the formula, you don't know the answer, like you don't know with any amount of certainty. Maybe you have a hunch because some people in some other niche did that or whatever, but it could fail. It might not work with your audience, it might not work with your niche, it might not work with your content. Maybe it's not the right timing. There's so many reasons why it could fail, and that's okay because it is just an experiment. They can fail. You learn from them though. So that's the difference between having like a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset is scared to experiment because they're afraid to fail. They don't want the world to know that, oh no, like my video flopped. They need proof of success over and over and over again. So they're scared of failure. A growth mindset takes failure and grows stronger from it. Yeah, embrace that growth mindset. It will help you forever. If you need a book, read Mindset by Carol Dweck. Very helpful. And connection is better than retention. No amount of retention hacking / fancy / fast edits is going to replace building a connection with your audience or telling a story, because that's how people connect with each other. You need to be relatable. You don't just like cut and add music and blah, because that's what we thought had to happen. And there were phases where those videos were so edited that we were so tired from editing that we just didn't let any part of the video breathe. And you learn, you learn that you can let things breathe if there is connection, if there is story. So if you're interested in some basic storytelling, read Save the Cat by Blake Snyder. It is very easy to use. You basically just follow the beats, fill in the blanks, and boom, you got a story. There's also things like the story circle. So then entered the streaming phase. I was super burnt out here. I just needed to be consistent, and that is the key to being on YouTube, is to stay consistent. Whether it is weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it is, do something that you can show up every time and be consistent. And whether you feel like it or not, show up. Won't regret showing up. So no matter what method you do, whether you're streaming or doing entertainment or doing education, it goes like this. The order of importance goes like this, okay? It is ideas first, title, thumbnail, hook, everything else. But above all else, value. You need to provide value to your audience. Now, what defines as value depends on who your audience is. Some people might want entertainment. Some people might want education. Some people might want both. Some people might want, I don't know, randomness. It depends on the audience, so know your audience really well. So after the streaming phase came the shorts phase. And the shorts phase actually opened up a lot of opportunities for us. It was just something that we experimented with for fun, and it turned into like a huge business opportunity with a ton of brand deals, and it was so like fun selling shorts to brands. It got so efficient that just the lesson there is engage in all the ways that YouTube lets you, and you never know how you might be rewarded. There's long form, there's short form, there's community posts, there's members, there's comments. I mean, you can engage and connect with your audience through all sorts of ways. Then I got pregnant and then we needed a plan to make more money for the baby. So the next lesson was to get creative with monetization. If you aren't monetized on ads, try something else. There's affiliate, there's digital download, there's small brand deals, there's product placements like a water bottle or something. And with brand deals, remember outbound marketing. How can you provide value to the brand that you are asking for a brand deal? Also, don't do brand deals that don't help your audience. Keep your audience in mind before saying yes, even if there is a big fat check waiting. And the whole time, make friends. YouTube can be lonely. Being online is lonely. You are filming alone in your room. You are editing alone in your room. So make some friends. People in your niche are nice, most likely. They probably aren't thinking of you as their enemy that they need to take down. You can collab with them. And in the end, remember why you started. We started YouTube to quit our jobs. We continued because the money was good and it gave us the life we wanted, and we wanted to save money. But we stopped because that season in our life is over. The switch and click in me is over, and that's okay. It did what we wanted it to. So I thought I would quit YouTube forever because I was so tired of it and burned out, and just, I don't know, it just feel like being online wasn't a part of who I am anymore, and yet here I am. I'm back. Baby is almost 6 months old. I work 2 hours a night. I still don't sleep through the night, and that's okay. I've had my time with fame, with money, with virality, with views, with a ton of brand deals. I've done it all. So I know what enough feels like. I know how much is enough for me. I don't need need more attention or more money or whatever. Like, I don't have to be a millionaire, but I do know what I enjoy talking about, and I do want to help people start a channel, save money, become more productive, and all those things. And I enjoy making content, so here I am. I'm back. So if there's anything that you take away, it's going to be this. If there's anything that I attribute all this success to, it is to show up even when you don't feel like it. So keep on showing up. I'll probably make more videos like this. See ya.